that. Bill Ackman doubles down on Valiant. The hedge fund giant saying this morning that he hasn't lost confidence in his investment in the company. This comes as Valiant has announced it is cutting all ties with mail-order pharmacy Philidor after questions regarding its relationship with that company. So Valiant shares, let's take a look at the stock right now, down about almost 16%, Charlie. CVS is also announcing it's severing ties with Philidor over this controversy, and there's CVS down about 4.5%. So what does this mean for Bill Ackman? Is he having as Charlie just told me, a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad year? Well, right now the billionaire investors hedge fund is down more than 11% compared to last year. It's kind of not funny. When it ended the year, up nearly 40%. What does this mean for investors? Charlie Gasparino, Fox Media senior correspondent, has been patiently waiting for me to stop talking.
I remember last year when I was at a conference and I was talking to somebody that was involved in worked for Herbalife, and he was bemoaning the fact that Bill Ackman was at the top of the world. You know, he was magazine covers were touting his investment success. As you remember, he has a big short against Herbalife, saying it's a pyramid scheme. He's short. Herbalife looked like it was bearing some fruit. He was the king of the Wall Street hedge fund investing of the investment business. So, and a year later, look at him now. He's down as of the last numbers, and the last numbers don't take into account what's going on with Valiant today. That's one of his biggest positions. He holds very concentrated positions. He's down more than 15%. Remember, up nearly 40% last year. He's probably going to be down more. And I'll tell you, this is
not funny. I kind of laughed and I shouldn't have. It's about Ackman. I mean, that's a pretty big hit.
Well, yeah. I mean,
that affects a lot of other people. It's not just Ackman.
True. His investors, and but it's kind of a nervous laugh because I can understand where you're coming from, because when you're up that high and you do a 180 and to go this low, it just shows you how fickle this business is. And what we're saying now, as I think you're.
You mean like activism?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, and all these guys are run hot and cold. I would, there's a simple rule if you're the average investor out there and you're saying, should I put my money or do some of the same stock trades as Bill Ackman? This is where I stay away from these sort of celebrity investors. Whenever I see their pictures on a cover of a magazine, that is the top. And I'll tell you, he was on the cover, I think it was Bloomberg Business Week around this time last year, maybe a little later. And it was really all of them. It was really amazing where he is now. And I'll tell you what we do know about Pershing Square is that I talk to people. They say they're bracing for big time redemptions from investors because he's going to be down probably much more than 15%. Remember, he's got Valiant, which seems to not have a floor just yet. He's got a couple other ones that are pretty big losers. So we're talking about a fund that has done that. There's a good chance that he might be down 20 to 30% this year, which is, almost equal to the 40% he was up last year.
And that affects the companies that he's either going after investing in, betting against.
Yeah, and it's not to say, and here's one of his things that can really crush him this year. If Herbalife gets what the company's been saying it's going to get, is that not quite a clean bill of health, but, not be put out of business. They're going to have to comply with some stuff, but they're okay. They get out of this FTC investigation swirl. If that happens and that stock goes up instead of down, he's got some really big problems this year.
Charlie Gasparino, happy Halloween.
Thank you.
All right.
Is this today Halloween?
It's tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
I'm celebrating now.
What are you going to dress up as? You look like a cheerleader type.
Guess what I'm going to be?
What?
A flight attendant. I just found it today. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much, Charlie Gasparino.